Greetings all, Shane Bruce, rest on my daisy, and today we've got a pretty interesting little device to show you. What you're looking at is a daisy model 118 Targeteer. This is Daisy's very first air pistol they ever made, and it was designed by Charles LeFever, the mastermind of Daisy, the fellow who brought you the Model 25, the Model 27, and now this Model 118. Let's take a look at the top of the roll stamp. It's a little fusty, a little frosty, but you might be able to make it out. It says Targeteer Model 118, and I'm going to roll it a little bit here so you can see that this is a Plymouth, Michigan gun. So what makes these little puppies kind of cool is they were initially designed and sold in 1937, and for a number of years they made this gun in blue. It is a parlor gun. It's designed to be a very low power weapon that can't break paper past 10 feet. And the whole concept was this was something you could hang out in the living room and shoot your cat with. It was great. People bought them. People liked them. The gun was in production until the war. After the war, it was discontinued, or not discontinued, but discontinued during the war. And in 1948, they chrome-plated a couple of these as special presentation pieces and then introduced it again as in a nickel version. And this is what we've got here. So the nickel gun was built from 1948 to 1952. The really cool thing about the piece is that it was in a paper box that you could set up and actually use as a target. Now, what sets the 118 apart from a regular BB gun is, let's go over here and take a look at that. That is a BB. We've all seen plenty of those. This is, I believe, a number 6 lead shot. Now, I've got a tin in my collection of crap that this was sold in. It was a different size BB. The BB was 0.118 in diameter and very light. So that's one of the reasons the gun had a limited range and limited penetration capabilities, which made it an ideal candidate for indoor shooting. Matter of fact, you probably wouldn't want to shoot this outdoors because the wind would blow it all over the place, and you've only got like 10 foot of effective range. 9 to 12 feet was the range they said was typically used on these. Now, over here on our sample BB, I believe to be a piece of number 6 lead shot, because these original BBs should have been steel, and this is not steel. So this gun showed up as a result of a gun I was working on for one of my subscribers, Daisy 75 Scout. He put this in a box and said, here, you take this, it's cool, but I don't think it's working right because it doesn't want to do anything. And between the combination of very low power and hard to find ammunition, I can see where he would say that. It's a very simple gun to operate. You just pull back, and if you pull it back, it's got a disconnector. So in this position, you can't trip anything. It can't slap you in the hand. Then run it back forward, pull the trigger, and not much of a noise, not much power. This is the original shot tube. And to give you an idea of how it looks when it shoots, I'm going to go ahead and arm it. I'm going to place one of my number 6 birdshot lead shots down the tube there, and we're going to take a shot here on the old can, and you know it's going to be missed it. You missed. I missed. Golly. But we're not going to shoot another BB in it because that's not really what I wanted to talk about with this gun. Well, I'll miss with the airsoft stuff too. Yeah. Here is the solution, a rest-of-mod solution, to bring your 118 back from the closet and actually put it back in shooting condition. It is possible to build an airsoft barrel for this little guy. And it's just a matter of getting a hold of some brass airsoft barrels, 6mm barrels, a couple of pieces of hardware from the shop, some silver solder, and a 7/16 coarse thread plug. Then you can convert your Targeteer with limited utility into a muzzle-loading single-shot pistol with lots of utility, because airsoft ammunition is big enough to pick up with your hands. So now this is a muzzle loader now as a result of the adapter. You just drop that in there, you take your ramrod, in this case an old air tube, and then we'll see if we can hit the can, which I think I can. Oh, I missed it. It hooked right.
Me, dude.
Let's try that again.
I'll give you, yeah.
Well, you saw it hook. That's airsoft.
Wow.
So
that's what they claim.
That's what they claim. Oh, hooked again. I'll get there. But the bottom line is, with the Airsoft adapter in it, you can actually buy ammunition that works in the gun.
Oh,
And there we go.
sucker.
You don't have to worry about glasses because this thing does not have enough power to bounce it back to you. And it's an all-steel piece of construction. And this gun, to me, is just really cool because 1949, 1952, 3 years they made this in nickel. And LeFever modeled it on a Colt Woodsman, which was a really popular .22 pistol at the time. Let's see if we can hit one more again. Oh, I missed again. Off to the right. I'm pulling. I'm going to try one more shot. One more. Here we go. That's it. We'll finish up. And, I just missed it. Anyway, so that's a rest-of-mod solution to the Daisy 118 Tiny BB dilemma. With shot no longer manufactured, just make yourself an Airsoft adapter. Once again, Airsoft barrel, 7/16 coarse thread, a little bit of tapering. There's some hand fit work on it, but it does work. That's all we've got for you today on the mighty Daisy 118 Targeteer. This is Shane Bruce with Rest of My Daisy, signing off.